Well, to the day's top story now, and Prime Minister John Key has agreed to allow more refugees into New Zealand. 750 more over the next 2.5 years. But what does that mean for us here in Canterbury? Gordon Finlater has the latest.
New Zealand will see 750 extra Syrian refugees in the next 2.5 years. 600 by the way of special emergency intake. The decision comes after the 4-year-old war in Syria has been labelled the worst humanitarian crisis since World War II. The war has caused more than 3.9 million people, including nearly 2 million children, to flee the country as refugees. The UN and governments in the region are asking for $5 billion, the largest humanitarian appeal for a single response in history. However, Jian Bashirati from the Canterbury Refugee Council says our country is not well equipped enough to take on such a huge influx of refugees.
These people, when they come into the country, they expect something else. And they come with different intentions. And I know people still in New Zealand who've been here for the past 14 to 15 years who are struggling in isolation, health issues, employment issues, education issues. So how could you advocate for something like increasing a quota when we can't actually help the people who are living in the country?
She says it's about quality, not quantity, and other countries are better equipped than New Zealand to handle the demand in resources.
That's why there is a certain number for each country to receive refugees. I have family members in Denmark, in Canada, all over Europe. They're well equipped to look after refugees. Their situations and their systems are very different to New Zealand. It's in place, they know what to expect. Here in New Zealand, it's very wishy-washy. Okay, they have systems and policies in place that is based on overseas information. Overseas information, they have different education policies, they have different healthcare systems to New Zealand. So how can you apply that to a small group here?
Canterbury has been unable to take on new refugees post-earthquake due to the housing shortage, with the North Island being the new home for those coming into New Zealand.
Majority are resettling in Auckland, Wellington, and Hamilton and other areas. But Christchurch, they can't handle any refugees until 2016 or 17. One family will be coming here, and they're Iraqi, and they're not part of the quota. They're through family reunification as well.
Gordon Finlater, CTV News.